It's all happening in Dallas, Texas, here at American Airlines Center. The Pistons taking on the Mavericks. For the Pistons, winning 7 of their last 10. And they aren't done. Fueled up and ready to charge forward toward another win here in this one. Mavs Pistons is next. Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA, right here on 2K Sports. Here with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And patrolling the sideline for us again tonight, Allie LaForce. Now a look at the stats for Tobias Harris.
And guys, for a measure of how he's performing offensively, look no further than the true shooting percentage. There's been a steady drop in his last 5 games. And he's got to be scrambling now to get that feel back.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. The wing pair we'll see going is going to be Ivy and Thompson. And it's Cunningham in at the 1 spot. And for Dallas, Irving and Thompson are the guard set. The 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. And it's Flagg in at the 3. 2 great rebounding teams in this one, Stan. It may come down to grit and determination.
Yeah, Kevin, we're going to see some aggressive putbacks, battles for loose balls. It's going to become a test of strength, positioning, and just all-out hustle. A physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
Now the Pistons with it. Pass to Ivy. Out to Thompson. Now here's Cunningham. Back to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against the Celtics in Boston. Harris with it. Now defended by Flagg. Harris passes to Ivy. Back to Harris. That's a 2 from Cunningham. Basket is good, the assist from Harris.
Yeah, a shooter like Cunningham has no reason to hesitate. He can just take the shot.
To the middle, here's Davis. And now he jams it right over Tobias Harris. Wow!
Oh my goodness. AD wanted them to feel that one. Davis boosts his whole team with that explosiveness.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Cam. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Kevin, back over to you.
Thank you once again, Allie.
And how's that for an answer? Thompson getting his revenge in style there.
And the Pistons combining veteran shooting stand with their young core. And it's been a winning recipe.
Yeah, they've given Cade Cunningham room to operate, along with Jalen Duren and Ashar Thompson. So much athleticism to attack that newfound space.
Now, here's Ivy, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. That evens the score.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now, here's Duren. 11-point game his last outing. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
This rookie Flagg is tough, willing to take contact on and convert through it.
Here's Cunningham in the game against Boston. Very impressive. Duren against Lively. Irving with the steal. On the wing, Thompson. Fires away from outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's Flagg. Last game we saw him score 14.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Harris. They can't stop the run with that one. The Mavericks have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. The shot's good from Irving.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. About a look at the most recent power rankings. Very telling, even though, guys, we're just still in December. You look at the Pacers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when you look at the Mavericks, they are the team we expected to be here. Taking the top spot come playoff time, this is the team to beat.
Ivy on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Out to Harris for 3. Here's Durant. Back to Cunningham. Just 5 to shoot. And he makes good on the layup.
Gritty 2 points there from Cunningham. He's added that toughness over time.
You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21, last season his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
On the Mavericks with some changes. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. P.J. Washington comes in for Anthony Davis. Christie subbed in for Klay Thompson. The shot's good from Irving. Irving's got 6.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Max Christie. That is his first foul of the game. Now, Ivy. His last outing, he had 18 points. Irving against Cunningham. Pass to Ivy. Clock at 6. Elbow shot.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
And then Washington with the dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now, here's Cunningham. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game.
Over time, that pull-up jumper has become a dependable shot for Cunningham, and that's big for his game.
Irving with it, covered by Cunningham. It's stolen by Durant. To the inside, here's Thompson. Oh, and it's sent back by Washington.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Well, if you're going to let him get that close to the rim, that's what's going to happen. Leaving no room for error with the slam.
Now, here's Ivy. No scoring in this one. To the paint. Here's Durant. And Durant slams it in.
How much power from Jalen Durant. Goodness.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Mavericks with some changes. Najee Marshall comes in for Flash. And D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Irving. Then for the Pistons, Stewart comes in for Tobias Harris. Robinson is subbed in for Thompson. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. We've been following their streak game after game, and right now it's up to 13 in a row.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control. They never get out of balance when they find themselves in a hole. They just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
For the Pistons, Holland, he's checked in for Durant. Jones comes in for Jaden Ivey. And Marcus Sasser subbed in for Cade Cunningham. 1:16 left in the first. Stewart passes to Robinson. Sasser with it. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Now, here is Russell. Down low. Wants to get it to Gafford, and does. Washington passes to Christie. 6 on the shot clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And then Washington with the dunk.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Sasser with it. He's picked up by Russell. Knocks down the 3 ball.
That's a nice shot, helping to space the floor for his team.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Christie. For this screen on Jones. Marshall with it, working on Jones. They grab their own miss, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Gafford. And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. Robinson against Christie. Over to the left wing. Low block shot on the way, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. And that does it for the first quarter. It's Dallas. They're up by 5. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. We've got Max Christie. Davis is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Russell. And it's Washington in at the 3 spot. Here's Sasser. Fires the 3. And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nuh-uh. Not on my watch.
Detroit making a switch. Quinman's checked in. Here's Sasser. No good on the quick 3.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Russell passes to Christie. Davis with a screen on Robinson. Christie. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Live and die by the 3. Let's check out the best. The Mavericks, number 1.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
Pistons trail by 7. Pass to Robinson. Reed, a screen on Russell. Here's Lanier. Holland, the pass to Lanier. 6 to shoot. Nailed from 3-point land. Robinson's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, for his career, Duncan Robinson is about a 40% three-point shooter. So he's got a permanent green light.
Davis sets a screen. Pass to Christie. Fires for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Marshall, he's checked in for Dallas. And the Pistons making a change here. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Detroit, no good that time either.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those really every time.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Guys?
Able to dial it in. Okay, Allie, thanks. A chance here to get a quick injury report.
Guys, I had a moment to catch up with the Pistons head athletic trainer. It's a bruised shoulder, and while uncomfortable, they'll be glad it's not a more serious injury. And from the sound of it, nothing to play with, but guys, nevertheless, seems like he's planning to give it a go. Back to you.
Allie, thanks as always.
Yeah, that's great to hear. You just never know how long someone might be out, but that report sounds encouraging.
Now, here is Russell. Following the missed shot by Tobias Harris. No good from the wing. Well, we still have lots of time left in the season, Coach, but we've seen some breakout performances, haven't we?
We certainly have, and that's one of my favorite things to track, Kevin. Which players improved in the offseason, which guys have taken their game to the next level.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Irving's checked in. Duran, he's checked in for the Pistons. And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. No good, unable to end this run. Mavericks leading by 11. Got a piece of it. Here's Gafford. Cunningham against Irving. Fires top of the key. Good, he hits the jump shot. Irving's got 8.
He's been reliable from the floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Here for the Mavericks. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Clyde comes in for P.J. Washington. That's Thompson in for Marshall. Harris against Davis. On the wing, Harris. Nothing on the board. The shot's good.
Well, the defense is right there, but Duran doesn't care.
And so it's Irving who brings it up for the Mavericks. Then over the course of his career, Tobias Harris has shown a willingness to embrace various roles.
Well, look, Kevin, Tobias Harris is not only a highly skilled player, but he is a team-oriented, win-first, veteran guy, totally unselfish, and will just figure out a way that he needs to help any team he's on get to where they want to go. Well, this has been a frustrating night for him, still without any points.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Thompson misses. Now the Mavericks with it. They're on a 14-5 run. And it's flag missing. Pistons trail by 14. 13 feet away. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
That's good from Harris on the assist by Thompson.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
Here's Lively. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Lively's got the lead up to 14 now for the Mavs. It's Cunningham with the drive. Harris missing again.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Lively finds Irving. Thompson from long range. Detroit with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
P.J. Washington, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Ivy's checked in. Irving with the ball. Picked up by Harris. And then Washington with the dunk.
Given his shooting ability, Irving presents a ton of problems in the pick and roll.
And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And another basket for Dallas. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy.
And the foul called on Cooper Flag. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Harris passes to Cunningham. Harris inside. He's covered by Washington.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
And that one's good. Flag.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, having an easy bucket in the paint.
Inside. And Duran slams it in.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Now, here's Thompson. 8 points for him. Harris dishes to Ivy. To the inside. Duran up and in on the layup. Duran's got 10 points.
And this is where Duran is most comfortable operating from. He focuses on taking high percentage shots.
Shoots. And it's Washington missing. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Well, the pressure on Cunningham when he came into the league was immense. He's gone through adversity, but he's never stopped working to improve.
Marshall, he's checked in for Washington. Unloads from 9. The kick out to Cunningham. Trains the three-pointer. He's got 10.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Good if it goes. And so it's Dallas with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm here with P.J. Washington. P.J., what will be the key for you guys defensively in the second half?
Not letting them get easy routes to the basket and contesting their shots, rebounding, not letting them get second chance points.
Comes back to the fundamentals, guys.
Thank you, Allie, for that. And folks, we'll be back with you after this short halftime break. So don't go away.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
We know the draft's an inexact science, even with all that prep that goes into it. So congrats to the teams that chose these 5 rookies.
Yeah, we've seen scouting make or break a franchise. Hey, it makes or breaks a studio team. And time to talk now about that first half. What a dominant display for the Dallas Mavericks.
Dominant performance from this offense. As a fan, you just have to admire it and see what they're doing.
Yeah, they're hitting the 3 major E's: effective, efficient, and entertaining.
I like the way you did that.
And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Cade Cunningham really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Mavericks leading by 10. Tipping off the second half, here's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5. The wing pair we'll see going is going to be Ivy and Thompson. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot, and it's Cunningham in at the point. Here's Ivy. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Put that bucket in no time at all. Ivy's got his second basket.
Look at Ivy attacking the second he has the angle he wants.
To the paint. Here's Flag. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Cunningham for 3. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Irving can't get it to go.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
And Duren slams it in.
Well, it's always a huge bonus when Duren has a scoring night like this.
You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
And slam dunk by Ivy.
Wow, Ivy just takes off. That high-effort transition play, that's what will make him an asset moving forward.
Now here's Irving. 10 points for him. And it's Davis missing. Pass to Ivy. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Harris misses.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle, and that's often what decides games in the NBA.
And now, Hallie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, the NBA keeping an open mind. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "This is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I'm a fan of 10-minute quarters. A 2-hour format is more consistent with modern television habits, but it's such a dramatic change. Something like that would have to be talked about over time." Kevin?
All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Now, here's Cunningham. 10 points for him. Stolen by Lively. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Flag sends a screen for Davis. At the elbow, Irving. Clock at 6. Davis kicks to Irving. Over Harris. Offensive rebound. Pass to Flag. Back to Davis. Thompson outside. Puts up a 3. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
And this is Thompson's calling card. An exceptional shooter from downtown.
Shots good by Duren.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now, here is Irving. 12 points for him. Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 8 here in this one already. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. To go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
take a look at Thompson. And it's him all alone atop the voting. It's pretty much a done deal that he'll be showing off his long-range skills in the three-point contest.
Yep, and he's going to be scary to have to go up against if he's on that day. Nobody can shoot it like he can when he gets in a groove.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball. And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And it's flag missing.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
Back to Harris. Harris draws the double. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Lively. Down low and stolen by Ivy. 3-on-3. The kick out to Cunningham. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Outside Irving. 20 feet out. And the jumper falls for him. Irving's got 6 in the quarter. Every coach has their own philosophy, but Stan, you were telling me that it might not always align with their team style of play.
Yeah, look, Kevin, I think there's a difference between philosophy and style of play. And I think what you have to understand, philosophy are those immutable things that you think will win games regardless of the style. So that'll never change. But your style has to be fitted to your personnel.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Jarek Lively. Washington comes in for Anthony Davis. Marshall, he's checked in for Flag. Christie subbed in for Thompson. Then for the Pistons, Stewart comes in for Duren. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Cade Cunningham. Now, here's Gafford.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Irving looking over the floor. There's a screen by Washington. Tries again. No good on the shot. Pistons trail by 15. The 15-footer. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Irving finds Washington. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
A nice shot by Harris.
He's often labeled as an outside shooter, but Harris does most of his scoring inside.
Irving passes to Washington. And then Washington with the dunk.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here is Robinson. To the middle. Here's Stewart. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Well, this is the kind of stuff Stewart needs to continue working on. He's got some touch from the mid-range, but I think it can get better.
Here's Irving. 14 points for him. Pass to Marshall. Washington sets the pick for Christie. Irving for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Irving's got 9 points in the quarter.
The corner 3 by Kyrie. That's a nice ring to it.
Irving with the steal. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Count the basket. And the Mavericks lead by 18.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Ivy finds Harris. 3-pointers off the mark. Ivy against Irving. Washington with the screen on Ivy. On its way from Irving for 2. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
Nothing better than a hustle play like that. It gets the whole team amped up, sets the example for everyone.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Dallas. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. They've got Daniel Gafford. Anthony Davis is out there with P.J. Washington. And there's Christie, and it's Russell in at the 1. And it's Davis finishing it off.
And phenomenal movement in that pick and roll. Davis has a sense for where to move after setting that screen.
Cunningham on the wing. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
Pass to Holland. Launches it. Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got his 6th rebound on the night. And that one drops for him. 14 points for Anthony Davis.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Now, here's Cunningham, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Pass to Stewart, and the shot goes down.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Mavericks leading by 22. Russell looking around. On the wing, Christie, covered by Cunningham. The Pistons have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. He can take over a game.
And they're pushing it up. Goes up on the wing. Sasser can't hit. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And just as players, Greg, have used technology to train, it sounds like officials are now doing the same thing.
Yeah, whether it's the training app on their phones or VR headsets, cameras tracking their positioning on the floor, and even where they're looking, we'll see how much of a difference all this tech makes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Flag is checked in for P.J. Washington. And it's Klay Thompson in for Max Christie. Now, here's Cunningham. During the pass to Robinson. Pistons passing it around. Stewart misses. Dallas leading by 22. Outside, Davis. Gafford sends the pick for Davis. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
And stolen by Thompson. Goes up and finished off by Anthony Davis.
The foul couldn't hold Davis down. His scoring ability is just that strong.
A different look here for Detroit. Tobias Harris is checked in for Stewart. Asar Thompson comes in for Holland. And it's Jaden Ivey in for Robinson. Now here is Harris. Detroit, no good that time either. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Davis. And it's Davis with the jam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Here's Gafford. Now flag. Davis in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's the 3. Rebound, Detroit. Duran's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Ivey dishes to Harris. And Davis sends it back.
If you're near the hoop, you have to know where Davis is, or the brow will make you pay.
Flag with it. Pass to Davis. Over Harris. That doesn't go either for Davis. Detroit's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Rebounded by Gafford.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Cunningham with it. He's picked up by Russell.
Well, we got to credit that steal by Duren to start the break. He can be disruptive.
Dallas calls timeout. It's time now to present our player of the game, Anthony Davis.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up, and that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Here's Flag. Davis setting the pick for Irving. Hands it from downtown. Irving's got 24 points.
And we talk about the handles of Kyrie so much. Don't forget, he's also an elite shooter.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
High post, Davis. It's blocked, and they get it back. Here's Flag. Second shot opportunity. Thompson with the rebound.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
And Duren slams it in.
As a playmaker, Ivy has an interesting upside. If he continues to develop those skills, he'd only increase his value.
Here's Flag. And it's off from three-point range. Pistons shooting around 40% from the floor here. Thompson against Ivy. Thompson, a screen on Thompson.
2 minutes.
And here's Ivy. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Thompson.
And you have to appreciate the all-out effort Jaden Ivey gives you on the court. He works so hard to find ways to get involved and prove he belongs here.
Greg, we've had a couple of NBA Cups in the book already. What have you thought of it so far?
A little added excitement and interest early in the regular season, and I'm all for it. Between that and the play-in, I think the NBA's done a great job to kind of make every part of the calendar relevant.
Pass to Thompson. And here is Irving. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Duren's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big-time effort.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Mavericks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Davis.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. That one on Davis.
Clever move by the young guy. Thompson sticks with the shot and gets fouled.
He's off on the first. Christie, he's checked in for Thompson. No luck that time either. And here are the Mavericks now. Now here's Irving. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Now here's Irving driving the lane. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
is such an unpredictable player. Irving excels at realizing how to trick defenders with that shot fake.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ivy with the bucket.
He's a big combo guard, and Ivy plays with no fear in there.
In the corner, it's Flag. Offline with his three. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm here now with Klay Thompson. And Klay, congratulations on the win. How satisfying is it winning games in front of this devoted crowd?
Well, we always want to put on a show for our fans. They deserve it. They show up every single night. And it's just fun to protect home court.
It's one of the best places to play in the league, no doubt. Thanks, Klay.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that'll do it, folks. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Anthony Davis.